Hey everyone, welcome to my monthly opinions on the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book and franchise. As you just saw in the previous video, or heard I should say, I did my review on the 200th issue, which I have given a 10 out of 10 because it's a great way to wrap up the era with Eggman. But as I mentioned at the end of that video, I don't really think this is the end of the war with Eggman. And the reason I say that is because even though Ian Flynn is taking us in another direction with this alliance between Snively, the Iron Queen, and her group, and her minions, and the Dark Legion, and Dimitri and Lena Da, I don't think, this is the end of the war. I mean, like I said at the end, remember what happened between issue 50 and then 25 issues later in 75. We had Robotnik come back in a way, but this in a way, becoming the Robotnik that just got defeated in issue 200. But anyway, what I'm saying though is I don't think this is the end. Because remember what I said about issue 197 in my review. I said that the similarities were there. And I also said, but what I didn't say is that remember what Sonic the Zone Cop said to Sonic. He said that a Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Prime, always has to fight a Robotnik slash Eggman. He always has to. And that even though at the end of this issue, Eggman is locked up sort of like in a little asylum, if you will, in a padded room with a straitjacket, I don't think this is the end. I don't think this is the end. Because remember what Snively said to Sonic and Sally. He said that in his little act, I guess you could say, he said his uncle was a genius. And and it makes me wonder if maybe this whole going insanity deal is nothing more than a ploy. I mean, let's not forget, Eggman has proven to show false alliance, if you will. Has made people think other things and then fool them by doing something else. What I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised if Ian Flynn does bring Eggman back into the picture before you know it. Now I can probably understand why Ian is doing this too. I mean, Sonic, when it comes to like the Wii games, is doing storybook related stuff. So in other words, the main villain is not Eggman but somebody else. That's why I believe Ian's going in this direction right now. But I will not be surprised as if we hit 225, and I think we will. I truly believe we will. When we hit the 225th issue, that's when I believe Eggman's going to come back into the picture. And if you think back into the picture, and believe you me, Iron Queen and Snively are going to be reduced from being co-rulers to being servants of Eggman. That's what I believe is going to happen. I truly do. Why? I just got a feeling. I just do. I mean, remember, we took a break from the Robotnik Eggman deal for 25 issues from 50 to 75, right? And we took a break from him a couple of times in between after this Robotnik came around. But that is why I believe Ian got something in store for his return. And his return, in my opinion, I truly believe is going to be at the 225th issue. I don't know why, I just do. Because remember, we went about 2 years without Robotnik before, right? So, what's another 2 years? Now, as far as this whole deal with Regina, the Iron Queen, and Snively, I don't think this thing's going to have a very happy relationship. I mean, true. I mean, let's not. True. They do probably will make a good couple, evil couple that is. But I think, in my opinion, I believe in my opinion, Regina is just using Snively to gain control of the Eggman Empire. That's what I believe. Now, we read the preview. Now, speaking of the Iron Queen, we read the previews for issue 202. And they said in there was going to be a betrayal. The question is, who will this betrayal be? Will it be the very character that makes his return in this issue, Monkey Kong? Will he be the one that betrays Sonic or betrays the. I mean, I don't know who's going to betray who, but it all depends. I think, in my opinion, we're going to have a betrayal not just with Monkey Kong, but down the road as well. I mean, in my opinion, I know Hamlin. I have a feeling Hamlin, despite what you think of him, is going to betray the Freedom Fighters. He's going to betray New Metropolis. He's going to do it. Because the way he's being portrayed now, and the way he might be like become the head of the council, I mean, from what some readers have said, and who have kept in contact with Ian, have said, the council is also going to get more focused on in these next couple of issues, within the next year, I should say. But who will be a part of that? I'll tell you, the major part is going to be Hamlin. I've got a feeling he's going to betray the Freedom Fighters. And as far as the King goes, I wouldn't be surprised if the King gets corrupted a little bit by Hamlin to take back power. I wouldn't be surprised by that. But although I think there's a bigger gambit that's taking place here, I can't say what that big gambit is. But I can say it's something big. And that although I said by issue 225, I believe Eggman's going to come back into power, I believe that 4 years from now, when we hit issue 250, 4 years from now, we're going to have, if the comic is still going, and I believe it still will be, because if it can go for 200 issues now, it'll go for 200 more maybe. And all I'm saying is, once we hit issue 250, and I believe we will, something is going to happen that's going to change the comic forever. True, Ian comes up with all these previews of the stories that he's working on, saying this thing's going to change it forever. This is going to change the comic forever. This and that and this and that. The truth is, that's what writers are supposed to do. They're supposed to throw you off by saying those kind of things. So I believe, truly, that a big gambit is coming up. And it may not be in issue 225. It's going to be in issue 250, I should say. It's going to be in issue 250. I know that's 4 years away, and I know some stories have not been planned yet or written yet, but I believe they're working on something in their minds. Ian's got something in store. If he's still the writer, or whoever gets hired on as the new head writer by then, if it's still Ian or somebody else, they're going to have something in store for us that's going to blow our minds. Trust me, I believe this. I truly believe this. I mean, I just can't get it out of my mind. I just do. But like I said, as far as the current storyline goes, or going into, like I said, I don't think this whole Iron Queen Snively deal is going to last long. Because I got a feeling Eggman is going to come back into power by issue 225. Yeah, you may say, oh, please don't let that happen. Some of you may say that. But some of you may say, oh, I hope it does. Because remember what the Zone Cop said in 197. Don't forget that. But overall, I have to say that this current storyline, this final battle deal from 198 to 200, pretty good 3-part epic storyline. Very good. I think it was probably one of the best that Ian has done. And all I could say is, let's just hope and pray that the next 25 are just as good. And let's just hope after that the 25 after that are just as good. Let's just say the next 50 should be hopefully will be just as good, because I believe they will. And that's all I can say. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen in 2 months with that betraying deal. But all I can say is this. Whoever the betrayer is, either it's on the Freedom Fighter side or on the Iron Queen Snively side, it's definitely going to be a huge shakeup. And like I said, I would not be surprised that if it's either Hamlin or Monkey Kong on the Freedom Fighter side, or it's probably one of the Dark Legions on the Iron Queen Snively side. I wouldn't be surprised by that. So, that's all I can say for my monthly opinions on the Sonic the Hedgehog comic for mid-May, early June. I hope you enjoyed them, and if you got any comments, just leave them, and I'll talk to you all later. Till next time, I'm Brian saying God bless. Take care.